okay?
Yeah, I have the key.
You know, I have a hunch you'd just as soon stay out here and camp out in the hall.
Darling, it's still so early. Couldn't we go out?
No more of that.
There's a wonderful place on Bleecker Street.
Listen,
They're supposed to have marvelous music.
Listen, we have been through all that. Now, I have to call Charlie Ferris. You are tired.
I'm not
and
tired.
You've also had a few too many.
Well, we're going to have to go back to the restaurant because I've left my key there.
Voila.
Frank, I have something to tell you.
What?
Nothing. We're here now. We have to go in.
You know, if I didn't know, if this weren't July, I'd swear you had a surprise birthday party waiting for me in there.
No surprises.
It's been the most enjoyable evening, Joe. I don't know how to thank you.
No need. You sure I can't persuade you to stay a little longer?
Oh, no. John and I have to get up too early in the morning. We open the restaurant, they arrive a little after 8, and I have all my baking to do before then.
I bet you do a terrific breakfast.
Yes, if I do say so myself. You're welcome to come by and sample it. You know where we are. I'd hope to see more of you.
You will.
Well, John must have gotten, excuse me, dear, the car by now. We'd better be getting on. Well, have you made up your mind, Siobhan?
Yeah, I think I'll have to say goodnight.
I thought I had you convinced.
After, you're only young once?
What do you care if you lose a couple hours of sleep?
Joe, I care. Thank you for a lovely evening.
You're gonna leave me all alone on a night like this?
You still have me.
That's a comfort. You're gonna leave me all alone on a night like this?
You and Jack have to get started on the article. I'd just distract you.
I couldn't think of a nicer distraction. Come on, Siobhan. Change your mind.
Beautiful as always.
Thank you.
I had a wonderful time tonight.
Me too.
It's not over yet.
What's the matter?
It's getting a little crowded in here.
What?
Between us and Pat and Nancy and May and Adam Cohen.
Roger, that's disgusting.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Well, how'd you know what I was thinking about anyway?
Lucky guess.
Well, you don't have to stop. I can concentrate on more than one thing at once.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Look, Delia, I have an idea. I've been thinking, why don't the two of us just get away for a few days? We can go down to Bermuda, rent a yacht, and forget about everything and everyone else.
That would be wonderful.
Oh, good.
As soon as I can take care of everything here.
Good night, Delia.
What?
I just offered you a marvelous, romantic, expensive little vacation, and all you keep thinking about is breaking up Pat and Nancy and winning Maeve's undying appreciation. And that's something that I thought that you'd forgotten about. Maybe you ought to see Dr. Pagano again.
What's so crazy about wanting everybody to be happy? Maeve's heart is being broken. Aren't you concerned?
No!
Well, how come you're so selfish?
It's my nature, like yours.
I don't know what's the matter with you. You're supposed to be supportive.
I am also supposed to be your husband, and I would like a few days with my wife alone. Is that asking too much?
We will, just as soon as I can take care of everything. But I have to make sure that Nancy meets Dr. Cohen and everything gets started out on the right foot before Pat and Nancy start living together again. Now's the best opportunity. I thought you liked to help me.
Delia, I'll admit I thought it was fun at first. I mean, I was amused watching you manipulating those people. But I haven't stopped hearing about it for weeks now, and I'm damn sick and tired of it. It's interfering with our lives, and I'm fed up to hear.
I'm sorry. I promise that I'll try not to think about it so much and take care of everything real fast so that we can go away together. Just us. Okay? Real soon.
I'm sorry, but I won't change my mind. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Well, you did have a good time tonight, didn't you?
The food was terrific. Yeah, I had a great time.
So why end it now? You don't mind, do you, Maeve?
Oh, please. Siobhan speaks for herself.
Some fishing boats go out about 2 a.m. It's a beautiful sight. I'd like to show it to you.
Oh, that's an interesting variation on the etchings bit. Maybe some other time.
I'll hold you to that.
Well, John must be wondering what's happened to us. Good night, Joe. And thank you for everything.
My pleasure.
Good night, dear. Give your daughter a kiss me when you get home, hmm?
I will. Night, Maeve.
Thanks again. Good night.
Good night, Siobhan.
So long, Jack.
Night.
You found yourself a nice family, Finelli. They're good people. You're lucky.
I know.
I wish Siobhan could have stayed for the interview. I'd have enjoyed watching her reactions.
You're not used to people saying no to you, are you?
Has the interview started already?
Maybe.
No, I'm not. Is she always like that?
Like what?
The way she was tonight. Protecting herself and everything out in the open, back and forth.
Well, she has that tendency to a more or less degree.
I've never met anyone like her.
She is unique.
You seem to know her pretty well.
We're friends.
Care to tell me about that?
You have company.
Holly?
Yes.
Is everything all right?
Hello.
Hi, Paul.
Why are you here?
Oh, I hope you'll forgive me. I let myself in. I was just desperate to talk to someone.
Is it about George?
Yes, George. Oh, you would not believe the things that man has done to me. It's just horrible.
It's an affair of the heart.
Well, in that case, I'll leave you two alone. I have some things to take care of.
Thank you. All right, what happened?
Now, it's okay. Everything has been taken care of. Dr. Whitney took the body to his own private hospital, and he's going to take care of the death certificate. It'll read that Mr. Snow died in the hospital, and then the body will be moved to a funeral home.
And no one will ever know the truth?
No. He'll contact the family, and your name will be kept completely out of it.
Can you really trust this man?
Absolutely.
Did anybody else see you?
I don't think so. No.
What about all the papers? All those documents outlining the vice presidential campaign?
Yes, they're in a plain manila envelope. I put them in the top desk drawer in your study. I was going to burn them, but
No, you did the right thing. Oh, Polly. Oh, Paul. You don't know what it's been like. It has been a nightmare. I had visions of us just walking in here and finding... What do I say to you?
Well, I wish I could tell you that I enjoyed doing it, but that's not exactly the situation.
Thank you.
Am I interrupting?
No, not at all.
No, I'm just leaving.
Well, you both seem to be in better spirits.
Well, that's what friends are for.
Yeah, good friends.
Good night, Frank.
Good night, Polly.
I'll see you out. Now take care of yourself. Sleep well. I love you.
Yeah, me too.
Good night. Well, did you manage to get a hold of Charlie Ferris?
No, there was no answer. I'll try tomorrow. Ray,
Yes, darling.
are you all right?
Of course I am.
Well, you have been acting so strangely this evening. Look, I know your aunt died, and I know you're upset about that, but... Well, now it occurs to me that you might be worried about that first hospital board meeting tomorrow.
Well, I don't know, but maybe I am, just a little.
Well, don't be. There's no reason to be, honey, okay? It's going to be fine.
I know this. I know. I'm sorry I've been so difficult this evening, but the worst is over, I promise you. I'm not afraid anymore.
What do you want to know?
When did you learn how to get through to her?
Siobhan? It's not hard after you've known her for a while.
My problem is getting to know her at all. She seems pretty closed off to me.
Not really. Actually, she's a pretty good kid.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, she is that, too. You ready to work on this article?
Sure.
Okay, let's start with your fishing operation.
Fine.
How big an outfit is it?
We've got 5 boats.
Uh-huh. And who do you mean when you say we?
I mean we. Captains, crew, you know.
Your uncle has nothing to do with the business.
No. He helped my father pay for the first 2 boats and stepped out. That's all.
Okay.
She ever been married?
Who?
Siobhan.
No. So you started with 2 boats and you've increased it to 5,
Yeah. She going out around with anybody special now?
Not that I know of. No. How old were you when you first started in the business?
16. I didn't actually take it over completely till I finished college.
Well, who ran it in the meantime?
People, friends. I had a lawyer watch the business end.
Who was that?
What kind of things is she interested in?
You know, I can't tell if you're evading my questions or you're seriously interested in Siobhan.
What do you think?
I think you're interested.
Well, wouldn't you be?
She's my sister-in-law.
I'm talking about if you were me.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Have you been standing there long?
Just wanted to say good night.
Good night.
Did you have a good time tonight?
Oh, indeed I did. That Joe is a very charming young man. Don't you think?
I guess so. Just wish you wouldn't try so hard.
Oh. Don't you like him at all?
Yeah, he's okay.
Well, it seemed to me that he was rather taken with you.
Maybe.
Oh, Siobhan.
I don't know, Mother. Maybe he's like that with everybody that he meets.
Well, I can't say about everybody. I can just judge from what I see. And he seems to be going out of his way to make you pay attention to him.
I'm a challenge.
Oh, that you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
My dear, that was a compliment.
Sorry.
Siobhan, dear, come sit with me for a minute.
I'm sorry I snapped at you.
Oh, forget that.
Thanks.
Now, there's something I want to say. And you can answer or not, as you like.
What is it?
It just seems to me that there's something really troubling you. Now, I asked you a few days ago, and you said that you weren't very happy with your life right now. I don't want to interfere, but it just seems to me that there's something more. Something in particular.
No.
Isn't there some young man that's worrying you? Someone you care about?
Why do you think that?
Well, I just guessing, of course. But you're a young girl and you have so much to offer and you spend so much time here alone just drawing inside yourself. I just wondered if there wasn't someone that you cared for and just don't talk about him. You seem to be in your own world. You know what I mean.
My head in the clouds, my feet off the ground, my eyes...
No, Siobhan, don't do that, please. I know I can be wrong, but I just feel something is hurting you deeply.
You're not wrong. There is someone.
And do you love him?
But it's no good. He's out of my life now. I just have to forget about him.
Darling, there's so many questions I'd like to ask you.
Probably wouldn't know the answers.
Well, I think I know who it is.
You couldn't.
Isn't it Arthur? That nice young man from Seattle that asked you to marry him, Arthur Wilson?
Yeah.
And you miss him terribly.
Ma.
Oh, darling. Oh, sweetheart. Oh.
Things are such a mess.
Well, it may not be too late. I mean, if you love him, I mean, maybe things will work out.
It's over. We can't.
I know that hurts terribly.
Yeah.
But it won't last. I mean, I don't say that you'll forget about him completely, but you're a young, strong woman, and you've got your whole life ahead of you. And in time, you know.
I know. You're right. I just have to stop dreaming. I don't know why I let myself. It's so stupid.
No. It's never foolish to dream or to love. You got to believe that.
I know. You're right. I have to forget about it. Joe Novak, you're right about him. There's no reason I shouldn't go out with him.
No. I mean, he's a nice young chap, and maybe getting out, you could have a chance to meet your Mr. Right.
I do like Joe. I suppose I have to start somewhere. I mean, I can't just sit around thinking about what happened. I'll try.
Well, that's all anyone can ask. Oh, my good girl. My good girl.
Now that I am feeling better, maybe we could discuss that board meeting a little. Sure. I've made some arrangements that I think will please you.
Oh?
Yeah, there is going to be a newspaper fundraising drive and so much TV coverage to just capture the public interest. And that is just the beginning.
You are incredible.
You just noticed, huh?
No. I'm glad to see you're feeling better, though. You had me worried there for a while.
Well, it was a long day, but it's all over now. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. That Children's Wing is such a good project. I can't wait to get started working on it. And I know all four of us are going to do a splendid job. Although I must say that I'm very proud of myself for having so much to contribute.
The four of us?
Yeah. You, me, and Jill and Seneca.
Well, you make it sound as though we'll be sharing in the administration of this thing equally.
Won't we?
No, Ray. Ray, you and I are there as advisors. We'll do what we can, yes, but Jill is in charge of the project. It's a memorial for Edmund growing out of money donated by Seneca, so I don't think either one of us can make any plans until we find out how they want the project to run.
Yeah, but you were his father, and I want to do anything I can to help.
I know. I understand, and I agree with that. But it means a lot to Jill, too. It's something she's been looking forward to. It'll give her a whole new start, a second chance. She's been looking forward to it for a long time, so I think we have to let her set up the guidelines, find out what she wants before we do anything.
I see.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Ray, as far as this meeting goes tomorrow, I don't want to create any problems. We will both keep quiet, and we'll let Jill run it as best, the way she sees best, okay? No matter what you or I think. Is that clear? Now, if you can't accept that, I want to know.
Oh, yes, I can. Of course I can. And there won't be any problems. I just got a little carried away, that's all. But I will be on my best behavior tomorrow, and don't worry, Jill and I will get along beautifully.
Hi, I'm Tori Spelling. Spend the whole morning with me in bed.
Spend breakfast in bed all day with the OC, One Tree Hill, Beverly Hills 90210, and Gilmore Girls every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on SoapNet.